Enlightenment is a terrible word to use to talk about enlightenment because everybody thinks they already know what it means. Hi, I am Zareen. Welcome to my YouTube channel on non-duality and enlightenment and what I am going to start calling first mind. Because when we try to use the word enlightenment or awakening or non-duality or any of those things, everyone thinks they already know what it means, and that turns it into a thing. So I've been trying to think, what would be a better word to use? And the quality that I want to express with this word is the not thingness of being awake. It's not a moment of stopping. It's a moment of flow. So first mind, this also gives us the idea that there is a natural state that we can reach. And this is what we're trying to reach in enlightenment, this natural state. First mind. This is the mind that all human beings lived within through the 100,000 years of our, geological existence as full DNA human beings. Probably way longer than that, 200,000 years. First mind can literally go all the way back to monkeys in the trees. Following the evolutionary timeline, were the monkeys in the trees really all that much different than us? All the same urges, close to the same consciousness. And as we grew bigger and bigger brains, really did our beingness change that much? Like every single one of our ancestors way back, maybe to the amoebas, had life. And the really good thing about thinking about first mind is that it connects us to everything else. Because everything else is already living in this first mind. And that's why everything else is our relations. That's why we can learn from all these other beings who share the planet with us, who maybe share the universe with us. Because first mind is the natural, maybe even primal consciousness in us all. It's the consciousness that does not need definitions. So if it doesn't need definitions, it really kind of doesn't need language, does it? So first mind instead of enlightenment. The other thing about this is that the idea of enlightenment, no matter how much we try to be in the now, we always stick that idea into the future. First mind, very easy to see that is something that has always been with you. That is the thing that if you had lived in a different society and been conditioned to a totally different set of rules, that first mind, that me-ness, that identity of human being would still be the exact same thing. The conditionings are very recent. They're like an add-on. It's something that we've added on to our natural state of first mind. And I could say all these exact same sentences using the word enlightenment, that our conditionings have been added on to our inner state of already enlightened. But because everybody has such an idea about what enlightenment means, it ends up not being useful for people. So, first mind, what does that feel like to you? The real you, the naturalness of you. When you just relax into that idea, what does that feel like? Post some comments down into the comment section below this video. Let's start a discussion on this. First mind, what would that be? How can you access that? Do you even need to access that? Or is it just already there? When you relax, it's there. When you wake up in the morning, you're just this natural first mind until you start putting your persona on. So let's play around with this idea for a little bit. I am absolutely convinced that everyone can wake up, and you can wake up now. And I'm also absolutely convinced that YouTube videos are a super good medium for this to happen with, because you're watching this video, you're sitting there in a space where you're relatively by yourself, able to concentrate. I know the urge to swipe is pretty big, but sit for a minute and first mind, what does that mean to you? Let's start a discussion.